Dear friends, this is Ingo from About Africa and the Rest of the World, and today I'm in the auction house Zemanek because on the November the 16th, 2024, they have their next auction, and now you can see which objects they do have. Have fun. So, and now I'm here. This was a Dakari, of course, from Nigeria, and now here in my home at the Ammersee, and always have Saarbrücken in my heart. You know, this is from Saarbrücken. One thing before, this is a nice member. The light was very diffuse because, you know, there are big windows, roof windows there, and the light outside was very diffuse. It was foggy, so it was not the best thing to film. But okay, but I hope it's okay. Here's the first side, the first page of it. As I thought, very interesting sculpture is the one here in the middle. Look at the legs. You don't know what is front or what is back. It's absolutely crazy. This one is not in the offline catalog. It's just in the online catalog. This object is amazing. It's very cubistic. I liked it a lot. One of my favorites, if you don't need the big ones, was a little crazy, but once again, not in the normal catalog. And here's, on the left, this nice thing. Here's, of course, a Luba elephant. I think the Luba didn't have elephants for the time, so it's sometimes a strange interpretation of elephants because they didn't have it in real life, but okay. Here's a small, you find some nice small things at the auction of Zemanek, for sure. And as this, I think it was Mbala, which is not in the catalog, but okay. And here's some more on this one. Yeah, this is old wood. This is a very nice thing. I guess, is it Bidyogo? Maybe it's Bidyogo, don't know. It's good made and well made. This should be a Cuba mask, so yeah. Once again, I think Zemanek has 2 or 3 crater collections in this auction this time, and I show you some of them later. For example, Buchner. Here's it's an old one. I guess it's an old one. Yeah. Here's some more. I think this is the Bidyogo, of course, in the middle. This was 144. Is very strong old material. Yeah, this one is nice too. But this is old, and you really can feel the old material, the old wood. I don't know whether it was ever used, or whether it was made for us in the 1920s, 1910s, whatever. But it's a great thing. You have the metal pulleys there. Big fans about it here. This just should be in ballet. And here comes a fang. I don't like it. David does like it, so don't like it. It's not my taste. That's the point. Yeah. But on the other hand, I don't have the money to buy a fang for some thousands of years. But this is my taste. This is a bagger from the collection of Buchner from Munich. And it's a very good one. Once again, I love this old wood. This is very well done. I think it's comb. Should be comb. Maybe it's something. Don't ask me, but should be comb. And what we have more is this is a great Nears. Not so expensive. If you like Nears, take it. Why not? Here's an over. This is how my wife looks if I come home too late and are drunk. She looks. This is her posture. Here's a very interesting Papua New Guinea object. I think it's excubits. The face is great. In the perfect. If you have the right angle, you know. Yeah. Let's see what will. I think it's even on the cover of the Zemanek catalog. But yeah, good one here. Look at the hands. And this is a Kykladik statue. You know, Kykladik could be very expensive. This is not so expensive because you don't have the best, the old provenance, but it's an old one. And let's see what will happen. So this is really old. And this was for me. I think this is Zonge. Ex-Adrian Schlag, for me, the strongest African object I saw in this Zemanek auction. It's just strong. It's no toodle-too thing. It's powerful. That's it. Yeah. So amazing object. Here, I love it a lot. Here's some objects from the Heberg collection, I think. For example, the red one on the left you can find in the Tanzania book. the Tanzania work by the brother Jan, and most of the Heberg objects were bought at the Gallery Jan, which was, besides Simone, the best German gallery for African and art in the 80s and the 1990s. Normally they have modern things, contemporary things, but the African things were great, with great exhibitions. I think these two on the right were on the Vanahiti book. Here's a song. I forgot to film it. I made it later with my smartphone. And here you see more, and this is an amazing good lobby. Ex-Daniel Blau, you know Daniel Blau is the son of Baselitz. Ex-Daniel Blau exhibited in the Gallery Blau, and this is a strong sculpture. Nearly, this is for me ancient art Creek thing. Wow, that's a very nice one. Not so expensive, not cheap, but not so expensive. And this is a Baulé. And you know, Baulé, it's not the fine body doodle-doo, but this is, I think, more familiar with these Baulé apes, which you can find. And I love this. The face is nearly realistic. Yeah, it is strong. Some more Baulé is a big one, great one. We know this is really large. This is one. You know, we of course in the Oceanic world. I think this was a thing like this was sold last year at Zemanek, or last year at Zemanek for 180,000. This is cheaper. I think it's 25 or 30,000. And it's once again, I guess, Kubits. Yeah, and here from a Kanak. Yeah, he has good oceanic objects. I will show you some more at the end, or a little later. Binding. I do have a binding of made 1978. This is from the maybe 50s or 40s, early one. Good. Admiralty Islands? Maybe it is. And the binding, yeah, I love the binding stuff from northern Brittany. And this is an Yupik mask, of course. They never always seem as if no one has ever used them, but I think the Indians, the Native Americans, do wear them just one time. Here there's a famous East African mask, because it was on the cover of a book by Schädler. Yeah, and a ghoul like a ghoul should be. You see it from all angles. I noticed that this time I made very slow camera motions, so please write me comments. Is it okay to be slow like this, but then you need 14-15 minutes for an auction, or shall I do it faster? But this time I said, okay, Ingo, do it slowly. It's a good guru mask. And here's Tatanua. I get 20,000? I don't know, but this is a great one. If you want to buy Tatanua mask, take this. 2 heads, a Maconda mask, and Egyptian sarcophagus mask. Yeah, it's a strange auction. You can find a lot of things there. And this is done ex-Adrian Schlag. And looks good. And the putting is loud should be. Yeah, this is a very strong done object. Yeah, done. Schlag has a good taste. That's the point. He really has a good taste. And yeah, some more. So you see, there is good African objects there. There's some good oceanic objects there. There's even ancient art there. So here's a lot of things. And here you see some ivory. Yeah, of course, it's Lega on the left. Well made, very fine. And this, I think, was maybe the 19th century, whatever. Properly made for us, I would say. It's from Africa, but this is so fine carved, you know. It's for me, I guess, it's a very early tourist thing from the 19th or 18th century, or maybe even earlier. But it's very well done. And you see the plump finger, and how well it is made. You can compare a finger to this one. Mangbetu, from a famous master of the tea eyebrows, whatever he's called, or I think tea eyebrows. It's Mangbetu. Yeah. And some, I guess, yes, the Akan. Very good, here's Akan had very good, this, here on the left, this ceramic vessel from the Mangbetu. Not this one, this is good too, of course, from the Ghana. But here, It's a very fine one. Some were sold for 20 or 30,000. Somebody wants to have 10,000. Let's see what will happen. It's very, very elegant. You know, they were made, I think, in the 1920s, 1930s, and more for us. But okay. And now we're in the Malangan context. And Malangan context means, from Northern Ireland. You know, these objects were danced once for one time, and then you could buy it as a seller, as a seaman, as whatever. This is Malangan. So this is not normal, it's not looted art, but this is really hot art because they want to throw it away. And Membe Tigong, you know, the Toujours Mo had a great exhibition under this year, Parcours de Monde avec objects comme ça. And here, now we're in the southern of South Nigeria, with this Kenga things, and here in the middle is Igbo. It's Apru. It's, I think, ex-Kershach. Not here. Here, of course, is Cameroon, but the one with the helmet mask beside. And here, this is ex-Kershach. Apru. Old, good. If you like the style, I always say German style. Here, now we are in the Melchert collection. Erwin Melchert was an iconic art criticism, critiker. He wrote iconic art critics in Austria for the Wiener Kronenzeitung. I know him. You know, he's really a gentleman, and he was the expert of Dorotheum for some years. And I saw him, for example, on the TV, being an expert for African art in a show there. This is for 10,000 euro, an amazing Dogon object. And yes, and he collected a lot of things, you know, good Songer, but he had the Kenga too, and from Nigeria, but not only wood, but this is Asia, for example, and there are one or two objects here from Philippines, which I did not film. I don't know why, but for example, there is a catalog with the Melchert objects, and the object which was on the catalog, the cover boy, I did not film. Don't ask me what has happened yesterday, but it might be. And he has, yes, he even has weapons, and he has jewelry. You see only two of them here because you couldn't film them so much. So good, but if you're interested in jewelry from Africa, but from Asia, from everywhere, like this one, you can look at the catalog. There's an online catalog with all the things. And now we're going back to Africa here with the Bauerlei. You know, Erich Melchert, yeah, I really wish that he will sell good, and have a look at the jewelry. Yeah, please do it. And some more, I think the Var, yes, should be Var with the three heads there, and yeah, here's the door. I think the door is maybe Dogon, should be Dogon, whatever. And some Dogon, and a very classical style, very classical motif as it. And this should be Sinufu, I guess. Once again, if I do something wrong, write something. But I guess it's Sinufu. If it's not Sinufu, you for sure know more than I. Yeah. And what do we have next? Yeah. This is now Pre-Columbian. There are a lot of Pre-Columbian objects from Nazca, for example, which here are some of them with a strange light there. I didn't find them too much because I don't like Pre-Columbian stuff, but if you're interested in it, have a look at the catalog. It's a very good provenance, great provenance, and very good objects. Here's some more. I think this is once again Buchner, this Yoruba, don't know, there's a bowl in the back. I will show you it a little better soon. Here's an iconic object in the middle. Yeah. It's iconic because it's in the Cologne Buch by Fred and Jens Jahn, which is a standard thing. It's just the Cologne Buch for us, for Germans, and this is part of it. So, yeah, this is an iconic thing. And here's a very well-made Yoruba thing. It's good, mate. It's very nicely. You see these details. I know that Yoruba isn't so up to date at the moment, but this is good. Point. That's it. And if you like this kind of stuff, yeah, have a look at the catalog. I will link the catalog in the description. Here's a ballet, mighty ballet. Yeah, powerful woman. And what we have more, a spoon, I think Horstmann, was published in the book, in a good book, and some more. So, this was my preview of the auction of Zemanek. Hope you had some fun. And once again, write me if it, here, this is a condor, it's not a parrot, it's condor. And write me if you think I was too slow, or whether I'm still too fast, or whether everything is perfect. Do write me something in my comments. I would like to see your comments. See you.